Most homeowners struggle to turn their home into a place they've always imagined. At Advantage Design and Remodel, we blend our expertise with an easy-to-follow remodeling process that brings your vision to life and turns your home into a place you love. Hey guys, we're talking about cabinets today. One of the things that we decided to do when we designed and built our showroom was to feature what we refer to as our cabinetry comparison wall. We didn't take it for granted that people would have any idea some of the differences between cabinets. So here's our version of the cabinetry comparison wall and how we educate our new potential clients on some of the major differences between those cabinets. Over here on the left-hand side, we're going to start with frameless cabinet. A lot of people aren't really familiar with what a frameless cabinet is, but it's essentially just that. It's a cabinet that is constructed with essentially just a box minus that frame. What does this do? Well, one of the huge benefits of it is it gives you much more room when you open that door for getting things in and out of your cabinets. It gives you much more room on the insides of the drawers because you don't have that large face frame. So that's kind of the starting point as far as frameless cabinets go. And then you also notice we've got different heights in here. We wanted to provide that visual for our clients on, the difference between, a shorter cabinet and a taller cabinet. Along the bottom, we've got different base cabinet styles. So over here, just a flush end. We've got a paneled end, a little more decorative, and then inset. We'll touch on inset a little bit more as we kind of work along the wall here. As we jump into the next kind of option, we have your traditional frame cabinet. And this is what most people are familiar with. This is what cabinets have been built with for a long, long time. Probably what you have in your house currently. And as the name alludes to, we've got a full face frame that runs around the opening of the cabinet. Now, this does provide a little more structural rigidity to the cabinet, but again, you're losing that opening space here, which, for certain people, they like that big chunky wood. They feel like they need that. Some people that's really important to. So that is your typical frame cabinet. And then again, as we kind of go along here, a lot of different things we can do with cabinets as far as really, sprucing things up, so to speak. Here we've got an integrated end that has a panel detail in it, which is a really nice way to add a nice design touch. On the base cabinet here, we'll jump back to, we've got a little more decorative. This has a really detailed raised panel in it and also a panel molding. Really, really cool way to just really accentuate that cabinet if that's a design direction that you like to go. On the far right here, and something else I want to touch on, these are kind of going incrementally up as far as price point goes as well. Again, over here on the frameless side, this is more of an entry-level cabinet. Still great top quality. We're never going to offer our clients anything that isn't a top quality. But again, this is more of an entry level. Less material involved is kind of one way to look at it. And then again, as we go from that frameless to a framed and we get taller, so these all kind of go up incrementally as far as price point goes. One of our favorites over here on the far to my left is an inset cabinet. And this is really, if you really like those finer details, you can't go wrong with inset. What I mean by inset is this again is a fully framed cabinet, but the inset feature has the door and drawer front sits inside the opening versus over here is what's referred to as an overlay door. So this overlays the frame. So again, this is definitely elevates that cost, but it also elevates the design and the style of your kitchen space. Another key feature that I want to touch on today are drawers. On the far left, again, we've got our frameless cabinet, which, as I touched on, gives you a much more clear of an opening because you don't have that big chunk of wood there. The same holds true on the drawer boxes. So here we've got a frameless drawer, and right next to it, we've got a framed cabinet. Both of these, by the way, are 15-inch base cabinets, and I just want to demonstrate the difference between the opening of the actual drawer box. So this is where your silverware or whatever it's going to be is going to go. Again, frame cabinet. This fits inside of our frameless cabinet drawer box with a little bit of room to spare. So again, it just depends on what's important to you with those frameless. It's definitely going to give you much more storage space, so to speak. But for those individuals that really like that frame cabinet, we've got that option as well. Another key feature I want to point out as I put this drawer back in are the rollers. A couple different options for the rollers. This is your kind of tried, trusted, and true standard roller. Nothing wrong with them, but as you can tell, they don't roll the smoothest, a little clunky, a little noisy. We're much more fans of the soft close slides, and we use those really on primarily most of our projects these days. So you'll kind of notice they slide a little more easy, much more quiet. And then again, what everybody loves is that soft close feature on the back end there. So again, for us, it's all about educating our clients on what those options are and allowing them to choose what's most important to them.